Thank you. So it is Mother's Day, and I want to acknowledge the mothers that are here with us today. And there are many forms of mothers. There's birth mothers, there's stepmothers, there's grandmothers, there's aunts, there's neighbors, there's teachers, there's coaches, there's friends. I think what we can acknowledge is when we're hurting, anyone that steps forth and offers loving care is embodying that mother. They're embodying the divine mother within us all. And that's really the essence of mothering. Wouldn't you agree? Now, mothering involves many things. Mothering brings protection, compassion, and care in times of struggle, in times of loss. Mothers also experience miscarriages and disappointment and hardship. And it's the very energy of that unconditional love that comforts the mother facing those challenges. And the Divine Mother within us all is always present. From Scripture, Isaiah chapter 66:13, as a mother comforts her child, so I will comfort you. Now this is the very aspect of that unconditional love. The grace and love of God that's always present, that has the comfort ready for us no matter what. Now, as we go forth in life, we might have some challenge, as Deborah wrote about in her prayer, with our birth mothers, or the people who've been the mother figures in our life. There could be a tug of war. But there's always someone present that helps. It might be a grandmother, it might be a grandfather, it might be an uncle, it might be a friend or a neighbor. We are naturally inclined to attract to us the energy of that Divine Mother whenever there's strife. It's like we're a magnet for that mother energy. Anyone have that experience? Yeah. It's powerful. Just when we need it, it comes to us. It might be within us, and it might be someone from the outside. It often is someone we don't even know. They pick up on our energy and they smile at us. Or they say, oh, you've only got a few things. Here, you go ahead of me in the HEB cashier line. The Divine Mother within us all. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, wrote about this, saying, God is not a person, but principle. In Unity, we don't see God I'll try another word. Anthropomorphically. Something like that. Anyway, I know it, it's just I can't say it. We see it as energy, as love, as expansive. It's not a person. It's an absolute, including in its nature all we mean by father and mother. It's so big, we need to have some way to align with the energy that all is. And we can see that God the Father is that strength, that protection and that power. We can also see that God is that absolute, unconditional, loving presence. That comfort, the compassion, the thing that guides us through the turmoil in our life, through the hardships, through the imbalance, through the diagnoses, through the broken relationships, through the challenging relationships. So the Divine Mother is easy to identify by those values. Emma Curtis Hopkins, I wish I knew these women. So in the late 1800s, Emma Curtis Hopkins started a metaphysical school, and she's called the teacher of teachers. She taught Myrtle and Charles Fillmore. She taught Ernest Holmes. She taught Nona Brooks. All these people who started New Thought churches were all taught by Emma Curtis Hopkins. That's a powerful woman. What a great mother. Having the capacity to teach New Thought to many people. Isn't that being a great mother? Thank you. And she writes, the mother side of God is that which tenderly cares and sustains all creation. So God is. God is. And in that isness, there's creativity, there's destruction, there's wholeness, there's peace, and there's renewal. And the mother side of God is the one that nurtures, sustains, grows, and excites. Creativity. Are you open to the Divine Mother in your life? Are you calling that wisdom? Are you calling that compassion when treating yourself to forgiveness or treating others to forgiveness? Are you open to accepting a whole lot of love? How much of the Divine Mother are you willing to open to in your life? That might be a good question this week. Thich Nhat Hanh was a writer, a wonderful Buddhist monk, and he said the earth is our mother and we are her children. In many cultures, they identify the moon and earth and different objects as male and female. Because from a culture viewpoint, it's important to see what you're valuing of it. It doesn't matter what we call it because it's all one. But in our using, how do we see the mother and father in our culture? In our culture, we often refer to Mother Nature and Mother Earth as a tender, caring, lavish giver of life. And we are her children. From that first time from space, there's that first view of what the earth looks like in space. I can mention it and all of us can see that image, yes? Is there anyone who can't see it? Good. It's powerful to see ourselves. And from that view, we can see we are just a little planet in a huge cosmos. So why don't we get along? Because there's still something we need to learn. Any of you who are mothers or fathers knows with your kids that you cannot learn the lessons your children need to learn. They need to learn it for themselves. and we try to meddle in their learning process, all hell breaks loose. And probably 10 years of therapy. But as children of this very essence of being, we are all one. And the one energy that we can depend upon is that we are born of the Mother. We are born of the Divine Mother, and we are equipped and embraced and honored and supported in all we see and do. Matthew Fox. I studied under Matthew Fox at the Institute for Culture and Creation Spirituality and got my master's in spirituality in 1989. He's written many books, and he often refers to the Divine Mother in his books and his writings. And here he writes, the Divine Mother is the source of compassion, birthing, and creativity in the universe. How have you embraced the Divine Mother in your life recently? What has helped you through a difficult challenge or a dream or a vision you've pursued where the Divine Mother has helped you achieve that or work through that? Anyone want to share?
Well, when I got pregnant with my first child, I saw a picture of the Virgin Mary. Like for the first time, I just saw it in our room, and I had never thought to pray to her or to ask for her protection. But she has been there, like through my first pregnancy. She was there, and she showed me that she was going to guide me through the entire process. And I feel like calling upon that wisdom has really helped me. And now I not only pray, but I pray to the Divine Mother as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anyone else?
Thank you. In the song Let It Be, you may remember we sang Mother Mary. When Paul wrote that, he wasn't thinking of the Divine Mother. He was thinking of his own mother, whose name was Mary, and died when he was very young. And yet he has said that all over the world, people come to him and tell him that's the most spiritual song they know because it's to Mother Mary. And he's just flabbergasted and just knows that that's how it was meant to be for people to take however they want.
And if she passed on, his Mother Mary is an incredible support to him. And that song is a credit to that energy that comes to him. Because all we need to do is ask. All we need to do is ask, yes.
Well, I've been mothered all my life by both men and women.
Yes.
And it seems like when I've needed something or someone, they've always shown up. And some of them I didn't really know too well.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Thank you. So we have this experience and we need to open to it. We need to be open to receiving grace. In my own life, my father did all the cooking and the shopping and the picking up from school and taking us to the dentist. And my mother was also a mother, and she was a working mother. And I basically grew up with two mothers and two fathers because they both embodied both aspects. I feel very lucky in that way, but we do get that mothering from all people. It's not just the feminine, because we each embody the masculine and the feminine. I'm very in touch with my feminine side, but I'm also very in touch with my masculine side. And having that balance allows me to give and receive from those energies. I don't know if this appeals to you, but I ask you to join me this week to discover more the Divine Mother in your life. The first aspect is to listen deeply. When you're in conversation, even if there's difficulty, listen deeply. Rather than thinking about what you're going to say, really hear what's being shared. And when we're listening deeply, we see all the communication from someone, what their body language is, what their tone of their voice is. The second one's encourage someone. Encourage other people. Be supportive. Lift up. Acknowledge. Honor. That's a very mothering energy, to be encouraging. You've got this. You can do it. Protect what is vulnerable. A newborn baby is vulnerable. New life is vulnerable. If you work in the garden, the little tiny things that are just germinating out of the ground, they're fragile, especially from the deer. We need to protect what is vulnerable, because from our mothering energy, from the Divine Mother within us, we can care and support and nurture that which is vulnerable. Speak the truth with compassion. When we speak the truth with a hammer, it's not very nice for the person receiving it. They're on defense. If we speak the truth with compassion, we're willing to share without an attachment to how it's received. We're hoping to be the presence and the example of what we're sharing rather than needing to be right. And the last one is the Divine Mother is always creating. So create something new. It might be in your writing a poem, or a song, or cook something new, or plant something new, or try something you've never tried before. I've been wondering about pickleball. I wonder if I should go ahead, do something new. Creating something new is recreating our life and our experience, which brings freshness and aliveness. And isn't that the Divine Mother birthing? So join me this week and see if we can bring a deep knowing of the Divine Mother within us all by practicing these values. Does that sound good? Thank you. As you go out today, there is a rose for anyone who was born of a woman. If there's anyone here who wasn't born of a woman or a girl, you don't have to get a rose. But there is one for all of you.
Put a little love in your heart.